just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan. We welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Here's Matt Gay ready to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game.
We can feel this crowd all the way up here in the press box, Mike. I mean, one play in, one sack later, and this crowd is rocking.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They're going to motion the tight end over here. We'll check the reaction for the former Giant. Here is Saquon Barkley. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. Third and long. He'll drop to throw. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This returnable from inside his own 40. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. Right away, they'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Neighbors. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. A gain of 17 to the 17-yard line.
Now, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the 1st down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Here now, 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
They'll look to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Here's 1st and 10. That's quickly out to Smith. And that'll give him lots of room. Out of bounds, up beyond the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll let one go down the middle. And now he loses the football. One of the Giants has it. Now, faking the give. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Throwing now from the... nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. That is Jalen Carter, the Georgia product, barreling in for the sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Throwing now on third and long. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Keely Ringo. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
Let's go now.
A run with Barkley. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for an Eagles first down.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Got it. Ready.
First and 10.
Set. 70 ring. 70 ring.
That's to the outside. He's got Smith. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense, and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle. Here's second and 9. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Pass complete to Neighbors. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Here we go, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let go. Check go.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a second and 6.
Let's go. Go.
Now a handoff running right. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down forthcoming. They'll throw out of the gun. Open man, right side. He's got it. A gain there of 11. First down, Giants.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. He's got a receiver wide open, left side. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, first and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's first and goal.
Set up. 19 Lions. Ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This is high toward the side of the end zone. Touchdown, New York. It's his second touchdown of the year. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
This will be returned from the 2. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll air it out down the middle. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Right back to Neighbors. He's got it again. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He's going to run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 6.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Track at 60.
Slot man in motion left.
Check up.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is caught. Back corner of the end zone. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. What a terrific play at the back of the end zone. Greg, that is so hard to do, but something you did during your career. How do guys pull that off?
Yeah, the key here, Mike, is the concentration to not only see the ball, but then you have to feel the ground. You have to know exactly where you are in the back line of the end zone. And I'll tell you what, this is about as good as it gets. Come down with the ball, 2 feet in bounds, touchdown.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked by the rookie out of Wisconsin. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Man in motion is Smith. Right back to the air following that pick six. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. Gay to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Giants stretch it out, leading now by the score of 28-3. Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. All right, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They motion a receiver right. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Motion man is Hyatt. He'll drop to throw. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
All right, Mike, now it's getting to the point where it's almost becoming borderline disrespectful. Despite having this big lead here in the second half, they continue to take shots downfield. They are not content with just running this clock out and shaking hands and going off with a win. Truth be told, I think they're trying to embarrass them, and they're doing a pretty good job at it.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Motion man is Hyatt.
Set go.
They'll look to throw again. He'll get this out wide. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard.
Smash, smash. Chap, check, chap, check. 18, Pioneer. Go.
We'll try to pick this one up on the ground. 18 yards on the pickup there. That's good for a Giants first down.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
Set. Ready.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Open man downfield. That's Neighbors. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
They'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Giants. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams.
And this one is blocked. So, after the touchdown, here's Gabe to kick this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drop. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check, check.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get this close to the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. He'll try to run here with Barkley. And I don't know, I think he is short. They are. They're going to mark him short. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down.
60 Maverick.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. To the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jake Elliott now for the extra point. Now, how about this? It's a fake. This will be caught. And he's going to take this into the end zone. I wasn't sure we'd ever see a fake extra point again, but this one works. So instead of 1, they get 2. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Back to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On the give, it's Tracy. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Throw. He'll try to run for it.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants sending out their punter. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught, Saquon Barkley. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. Throwing now from the gun. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. He'll look to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Gray brought in motion. Throwing now on 3rd and long. He'll let it go deep left sideline. That is hard. And he's going to be out of bounds. They mark him at the 35-yard line. Big time play for Philly. A pickup of 44 yards. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as the tackle's made at about the 5-yard line. And the Giants here will use the 1st of their timeouts. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another 1st down. Back to the air one more time. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. Well, Greg, really down to the point where every possession they need to score, and they get a touchdown here to stay alive.
Mike, I like what I'm seeing out of this team. They find themselves down big late, but there's no quit. They're continuing to fight back, and they got a chance to make this one a 2-possession game here late.
Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. We're down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Okay, ready? Cougar 19. Check go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
Let's go now.
Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion.
Go.
Here's a toss, right side. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down. Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
They'll go with a counter on first down. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Come on, set.
And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Third and 9.
Ready? Hut.
And he's in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5.
Just a great way to finish off a drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game. And you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Ready up. Last thing, 19.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. Now a timeout, Giants. That is their second. They get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's to the right side and incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On third down, they'll go with Saquon. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.